Two things that a lot of people forget when they decide that they're going to go for an MBA, or at least the MBA degree. I'll share those with you now. I'm George Sloan. This is the MBA Accelerator channel, and I'm going to discuss two things that a lot of people don't factor in when they're considering pursuing an MBA degree. An MBA degree is quite an undertaking. It's going to cost you 2 years of your life. It's going to cost you $200,000 or less if you get lucky, but probably not. And when I tell you the two things that people forget, you're going to realize that that 200,000 actually goes up. Okay, what are the two things? Well, the first is something called opportunity cost, and the second is called terminal value. When you go and spend 2 years pursuing an MBA degree, you're going to suffer from something known as opportunity cost. Let's say you're a young individual that's early in your career and you're making a decent salary at a particular job. Well, in order to go full time to get that MBA degree and spend those 2 years, you're going to give up 2 years of that income. That's opportunity cost. You need to factor that in to the overall cost of doing this whole thing. And when you do that, the ROI, or return on investment, when you look at it from that perspective, it only digs you into a deeper hole. It only gets worse. So when you're thinking about going for an MBA degree, don't forget the opportunity cost. The alternative there is you keep that job and you do some kind of an alternative MBA education. And what alternatives are there? There are many. You can do books, you can do courses, you can do certifications, you can start a small business. And hey, that's a good one to mention, because here's the other thing. What I would recommend to you is don't forget about terminal value. And when you start a business, even if it's a small side hustle, you are building an asset. You will probably be pulling in a profit or at least an income from a small business. And when you've run the course with it, you're going to have something that has terminal value. What does that mean? Well, if you know anything about finance and cash flow analysis, which as an MBA in finance, you will actually get that, um, terminal value is a concept that a lot of people aren't necessarily familiar with, but the moment I tell you exactly how it works, you're going to get it. Um, Terminal value on a small side business is something where, again, you can sell it at the end. Year after year, you've gotten profitability, you've gotten income, and then at the end, you say, hey, you know what? I think I don't want to do this anymore. I want to sell it. You sell it, and it gets you some of your investment and additional asset building that you've built, the equity you've built into it. You get it back. Okay? So, can you sell back your MBA degree? No, you can't. College ain't buying it back from you. The university's not going to take it back. It has no value. The only value it has is while you're working with it. Whereas if you start a small side business, which I think is a great MBA alternative, you can actually garner the income as you go, and at the end, you can sell it. It has a terminal value that comes back to you. Hopefully, it's inflated because the equity is really built up in it. So when you're considering an MBA, there are two things not to forget: opportunity cost, having to give up that income, and the possibility of terminal value. As I say, an MBA alternative of starting a small business gives you an example of something that you can get the MBA knowledge and skills, and at the end, you recapture your equity in the form of the terminal value. So always consider that. Don't forget those when factoring it all together. My view is, in this day and age, it doesn't make sense to go and get an MBA degree from a traditional college or university and spend that time and that money and lose that opportunity cost, and of course not have any terminal value in it. If you're interested in this kind of material and you want to learn more, subscribe. This is the MBA Accelerator. Please give us a like and a share. Don't keep us a secret. Look forward to seeing you the next time. Thank you.